Welcome to Cooking with Ava. Today we're going to be making Adakwua, which is pretty much Ghana's very local spicy dessert, which is made from roasted corn flour, some ginger, and of course groundnut paste or peanut butter, however you want to call it. And I like to package it branded. So I'm starting with 1 cup of roasted corn flour, Tom Brown, and this is ginger to your preference, how hot you'd want it, then sugar, then that also goes in, and then we're going to finish it off with a bit of cinnamon in there to give it some more extra vibes in there. So that's the basic ingredient you need there. Usually sometimes people don't use ginger flour in directly because when you are milling your Tom Brown, you can also add those things in from the word go. But you can check it on my channel because I have the Tom Brown how to make it on the channel. So I'm adding an extra cup of it into it to just add it up because I realized that the ginger was a bit more, so I wanted to just tone it a little bit down. Then I added my groundnut paste to it. So the main thing going to bind this is your groundnut paste. Yes, that is the main thing, which is going to bind it to your Adakwua. So Adakwua is actually very simple to make. You can actually make this at home. It's a simple recipe. So once that goes in, I'm just going to now mix it all up. Then you're going to mold it into balls. Yes, so I'm going to mix it all up. Then I form beautiful lumpy balls into it. Then we are actually good to go. Yes, then we're good to go. So this is pretty much it. And at this point I realized, ooh, the spatula is just going to make it's going to just slow me down. So I just went in with my hand. Like, it was sticking to the spatula, it was not really giving me good. I was like, let me just use my hand in there. But if you're doing commercial one, you need to use some gloves in there. This is just for myself in the house. Yes. So you just mix this up. It's going to form and bind properly. Like I said, the main binding ingredient here is the groundnut paste. So you need to have a good amount. So the groundnut paste is virtually the same quantity as the dried ingredients you're going in. If you want more spiciness in there, you can use some chili oil in there to just like add in more heat to it. So I like the Akabanga chili oil, which is like gives it extra ginger or pepper cake vibe in there, because sometimes the ginger powder these days, they don't tend to have so much like heat in them. I don't know why. So you can go the old method where you make the ball in your palm. Yeah, so that one you go circle in your palm, which you get something like this. And then I realized it's easier if you are using a bowl to help you mold. The bowl would make it more firm, it will look good, and it's better off. Like, the handling is also better. So now I'm just hitting it across the end of the circular bowl, which helps you actually shape it into a good mold. And you realize that comes out looking glossy. The glossiness is from the peanut butter. Yes. And if you don't like so much peanut butter, if you get short of peanut butter, this is another way you could go about it. Or if you're doing it for children and they want it a bit more soft, a bit more damp, you can actually also go about it in this form. So for this one, you're also going to still use the roasted corn flour. And at this point, if you've still not liked or subscribed, please advise yourself and then do so. So I'm going to pour that in, separate it, make sure it's not lumpy enough. Then I add in the ginger and the sugar powder into it. Usually the fine sugar actually works best. The fine sugar actually works very, very well. Then once this is well incorporated and mixed, I'm just going to create a hole in the middle. I'm going to pour my groundnut paste in there, and then I'm going to actually mix it all for everything to come together. This is very, very essential. At this point, you realize my groundnut paste was a bit small. So if you have something like this and how do I say, you want it to be kind of soft or doughy, Yes, you want it to be more soft and more doughy and less granite. Then if you have something like this, what you're going to do is, instead of adding more granite, you can replace that with a little bit of water. Yes, a little bit of water can come in handy at this point. So I'm just going to, first and foremost, before adding any liquid in, I'm just going to break the mixture that I have in, to make sure that it is smooth from the word go. If it's not well smooth, you have issues in there. So this one, you're just going to be sprinkling the water in bits, and then you're going to help it come together or bind together. The difference between the water-based one and then the pure peanut-based one, it boils down to the texture, it boils down to the feel, it boils down to how long it can last. Yes, the peanut one without the water lasts very long, but when the water goes in, the shelf life is a bit less. And the peanut one, pure peanut one, the taste is also richer than when you go this way. And when you go this way, it's more doughy, like it feels a bit dough. So if it's for kids and those ones, you can go this route for them. But for adults, usually the pure peanut based one is actually like the very, very best for you. So you're just going to be adding the water or incorporating the water in bits, because if you actually go and pour so much in all of a sudden, a bit to me, I just same now some for fraba. So I just like to form it into the bowls. Like I said, you can just do it with your palm, in the middle of your palm. It's easier to form it in that way. You can use one hand, but it's always great if you use your two hands in there and you form it in the middle of your palm. You get very good rounded, bald kind of um Adakwua. Yes. So this is actually another way to go about it, and I recommend this for kids. Yes, if you have kids, you're introducing them to things like this, you can do this for them. And if you don't want the Adakwua anymore, you want to make it into, a friend is saying Tom Brown tour, you can just convert it. Yes, you can also convert it at the end. It's like you making rice. If you cook rice and you think it's taking too long, you can make it into rice water or rice balls. It's the same formula. So maybe you make your rice, you turn it into rice balls, you make it into what? Rice water. It's the same transition in there. So you make your Tom Brown powder, you can make some into Adakwua. The ones that remain that you think is kicking too long, you can just convert it into your Tom Brown porridge and you can enjoy it. So this is a very beautiful African recipe, very healthy, very nutritious, spicy, good, and hot, and all the good vibes in there. And it's something you can do with the kids. Like it's like playing with Play-Doh or something. They can always help you do these, and it will be a very fun activity at home to also do. So at this point, I'm just going to be rolling them for me to actually get the shape. And like I said, if you are doing the pure granite type, which binds very well, the bowl is your best option. Your bowl, using a small circular bowl, is going to help you get very good results in there. So that is what I do for the Adakwua. If you've watched to this point and you've not subscribed, you've not liked, hey, please help support and then show your love. If you have any comments too, please leave it in the comment section. I'll be so glad to respond to you. And as always, like I always keep telling you, learn to prioritize yourself in this year. In this year, learn to take care of yourself, and learn to eat well, learn to do more healthy Kenyan stuff. It's very good. It will make you live long and have longevity. So once that is done, at this point, this is my very last circle vibes I'm doing. And I can always tell you, make sure you live life to the fullest. You have to make life to the fullest. Be joyous, be merry. And till I see you in the next food video, don't forget to let every food moment count. And do try some Adakwua. Do make sure that you you give those a try. Keep the rest in your fridge. Keep the rest in your bag for school or for work or for snack time. And I'll see you in the next food video. Lots of love for my team and I. Mwah.